Hawaiian Island warriors, here we come again. Hawaiian Island warriors.
Aloha and welcome to this week's edition of Sportz Viz. We have lots of BIIF boys baseball for you. We've got Hilo versus Keaau, Waiakea versus Kamehameha, and Hilo versus Kona. And then we got some boys volleyball as well. We've got Christian Liberty hosting Kona. Enjoy. First up, Hilo versus Keaau. Keaau on the mound, pitching to Segovia, who pops up into foul territory. Carvalho there to get the out. Remlinger at the plate. Here's the pitch. Grounded to Higa Gonzalez, bobbles the ball, which allows Remlinger to beat the throw. It's bang bang, but called him safe. Silva at the plate. Hits a ground ball to the shortstop, Keaau. Probably could have gone to second, but gets the out at first. Martinez at the plate for Keaau. Keaau with the pitch. Pop up back to the mound. Keaau gets the third out, ends the first inning. Carter at bat for Hilo. Quesada on the mound. Carter lays down the bunt, and he's going to beat out the throw to first. After a couple walks, the bases are loaded. Josui Ma'a at the plate. Drives a grounder up the middle. Brings home a couple runs. Hilo's up 2-0. And this game was right after Keaau had one of their starting pitchers ruled ineligible due to transfer issues. So it may have had something to do with the starting pitching being a bit off. Carvalho at the plate. And Quesada gets a strikeout. Here's Drew Kell at the plate. Drives the ball deep. Drives home a couple runs and gets a triple. Higa Gonzalez at the plate. Pops one up behind the plate. And Martinez going to make a good play on the ball for an out. First baseman Keaau Wong up to bat. He's going to hit a grounder. Third baseman probably should have let the shortstop have that, but Keaau in safe at first. Tani at the plate. Going to hit a little blooper over the shortstop's head. In safe at first. Aina at the plate for Keaau. And we've got a grounder to the second baseman who goes to the shortstop for the force. Almost turns for double play, but Aina safe at first. Arnold at the plate. Hits one into right field. It drops in. Brings in a run and sends the other runner to third base. Remlinger at the plate for Keaau. Drives one back up the middle. Going to score Wong. They send Arnold. Need to work on that boy's slide a little bit. He's a freshman. He'll learn. Should have had 2 there. Arnold in for Quesada, who had a rough first inning. Pitching to Carter with a man on second. Hits one to the third baseman, makes the throw for the out. Runner advances to third. Hilo's designated hitter, Makana Josui Ma'a, at the plate. Arnold with the pitch. Josui Ma'a drives one deep to left field. Gets over the head of Aina, all the way to the fence. Drives home the run. Josui Ma'a at the plate. Stand-up double. Carvalho at the plate for Hilo. Drives one deep to right field. Once again gets past the right fielder up to the fence. Josui Ma'a comes home. Carvalho in at third, easy. Kurokawa up to bat for Hilo. Ground ball to the second baseman. Goes to Wong at first for the out. Ends the inning. Silva up to bat for Keaau. Drives one deep to left field, but Carter there gets underneath it for the out. Martinez with a grounder to Keaau at second. Over to Carvalho at first for the out. Wong at the plate for Keaau. Similar results. Grounds to Keaau. Over to Carvalho. The out ends the inning. Drew Kell up to bat. Grounder to the shortstop. Combination of Kell's speed and a low throw. Kell's in safe at first. Kaufman at the plate. Squares to bunt. Runner goes. Kell's into second, standing up. With Kell at second for the steal. Looks like they called off the bunt. Kaufman hits it to third. Kell starts to go. They go for the out at second. Kell's in safe. So's the runner at first. Maybe should have gone to first and got that out. Higa Gonzalez at the plate. Drives a grounder past the third baseman. Kell's in to score. Runner safe at third.
Hey, come, practice it, got it.
Carter up to bat. Drives one deep. In between center and right field. They can't get to it. Ball drops, but because the runners weren't going, it's only a single.
Good movement, boys, good movement.
Josui Ma'a up to bat. Keaau Wong gets the grounder. Gets the out at second, but Higa Gonzalez comes home, scores a run. Cruz at the plate for Hilo. Rips one past the third baseman. Brings home Keaau. Close, but Josui Ma'a safe at home. Carvalho to bat. Grounds one to the shortstop. Steps on second. Goes to Wong. Turn the double play. Tani at the plate for the Cougars. Here's the pitch. Grounds one to the shortstop. He slips. It allows Tani to get into first safe. Pachola to bat for the Cougars. Drives one down the third base line. Fair. Going to be in for a stand-up double. Sends the runner to third. Arnold at the plate. Keaau gets the strikeout. Segovia at the plate. Line drive to the second baseman. Caught on the fly. Out ends the inning. Final score of the game was 13-2 Hilo. Next up, Waiakea versus Kamehameha. Komatsu on the mound for Waiakea. Tosin at the plate. Drives one up the middle. In safe at first. Tashima up to bat for Kamehameha. Drives the ball to Shimakusu at second. To Guillermo. To Mondina for the double play. Puigaras at the plate. Strike one. Strike two. And Komatsu gets Puigaras looking for strike three. Tosin on the mound for Kamehameha to Shimakusu. Gets one past the third baseman. Ends up safe at first. Shimakusu going to get some counsel from first base coach Shannon Camaro, an athlete that I used to coach back in the day. Guillermo at the plate, squares the bunt. Lays it down. Can he beat the throw? No, but he advances the runner, and that's the point. Wong at the plate. Drives one deep. Center fielder's going to get underneath it for the out. Holds the runner at second. Freitas fields up to bat. And he's going to fly out to right field. And retire the side. Rosario at the plate for Kamehameha. Strike one. Foul on the bunt attempt for strike two. And strike three. Wong has to go to first for the out. Hirare at the plate. Chopper to third. Third baseman tries to barehand it, can't come up with it. Runner's safe at first. It's not on my roster, but I believe this is Carter at the plate. Grounds to the second baseman for the force out at first. Runner advances to second. Chun batting for Kamehameha. And Komatsu gets another strikeout. Nishiura up to bat for Waiakea. Ground ball up the middle. In safe at first. Komatsu squares to bunt. Lays it down. Can he beat the throw? It's a bang bang. Blue's got a bad angle. He's in there safe. Looked like he might have been out. Ondina at the plate for Waiakea. Ball gets away from the catcher. Runner goes for third. Gets tagged out. Ondina ground ball to the third baseman. Catch the runner in a rundown. Tag from behind for the out. Ondina on first. Pitcher goes. Errant throw. Ondina ends up at second. Guillermo at the plate. Chopper up the middle. Second baseman can't come up with it. Everybody's safe. Bases loaded. Wong at the plate with the bases loaded. Drives one deep. Center fielder can't come up with it. Wong clears the bases, ends up with a 3 RBI triple. Medeiros up to bat with Wong on third. Ground ball. Shortstop comes up with it. Errant throw. Wong comes home. Medeiros ends up at second. Freitas Fields up to bat. Ground ball. Second baseman can't come up with it. Scores another run. Freitas Fields picks up an RBI. Runners at first and third. Nishiura to bat for Waiakea. Grounder to the second baseman, over to Micah at first. Final out of the inning. Clicked on at the plate for Kamehameha. Pops up into foul territory. Ondina there for the Warriors to get the out. Toshima up to bat. Drives one into right field. Right fielder misjudges the ball. Runner scores. Toshima stands up at third. Komatsu with a wild pitch. Toshima's going to come home. Puigatos at the plate, going to poke one into shallow right field. Ends up at second with a double. Rosario at the plate for Kamehameha. Grounds to third. Over to first for the force. They're already at the plate. Pops up. Mondina underneath it for the out. Retires the side. Komatsu at the plate for Waiakea. Drives one to right field. Kondoroma underneath it for the out. Mondina at the plate. Little blooper. It's going to fall in between three charging Kamehameha players. Ends up safe at first. Nishiura to bat for Waiakea. Grounds one to Carter at first. For the force out, goes for the double play. Can't turn it. Runners safe at second. Guillermo at the plate. Chopper to third. Can he beat the throw? Ump calls him out based on the slow-mo. He was safe. What can you do? Chun at the plate. Squares to bunt. Strike 3. Komatsu with a strikeout. Falco down at the plate for Kamehameha. Squares to bunt. Lays it down. Wong's right on top of it. Gets the out at first. Tosin up to bat. Chopper up the middle. Shortstop has it. Over to first for the out. Retires the side. Wong at the plate. Squares to bunt. A little too much, a little too high. Out at first. Medeiros at the plate for the Warriors. Drives one deep in between the two outfielders. In for an easy double. Keaau at the plate. Drives the ball into right field. Brings home Medeiros. Right fielder misplays the ball. Keaau ends up at third. Komatsu at the plate. Grounder to the shortstop. Over to second for the force out. Retires the side. After 4 at 6-2. Each team would score 3 more runs apiece. Final score 9-5 Waiakea. Sportz Viz headed out to the St. Joseph's Gym this weekend for some boys volleyball action. Christian Liberty hosting Kona. Don't have rosters for the team, so going to give my voice a break, let you enjoy the action and some music. We'll check back with you later. This was a good competitive match. Perhaps the lack of depth for Christian Liberty cost them the match. They ended up going 5 sets, and Kona picks up the win. We're going to finish out the show with some more boys baseball. We've got Kona visiting Hilo. Kurokawa pitching to Dominic Morris. Grounds to Carvalho to Kurokawa for the out at first. Torres Torioka at the plate for the Wildcats. Drives one to left field. Carter gets a beat on it for an out. Manzano up to bat for Kona. Shallow fly into center field is going to drop. Manzano safe at first. Keaau at the plate for the Wildcats. Drives one to deep right field, but Bonasan there for the out, retires the side. Higa Gonzalez at the plate for Hilo. Shelton Grace on the mound for Kona. Pop up shallow right field. Keaau back there for the out. Keaau up to bat. Fly ball to center field. Morris underneath it for the out. Carter at the plate for Hilo. Another drive into center field. Another out by Morris. Grace at the plate for Kona. Fly ball to center field. Drew Keaau gets underneath it for Hilo for the out. Chang at the plate for Kona. Kurokawa with the pitch. Gets Chang looking for a strikeout. Retires the side. Josui Ma'a at the plate. Grounder to third. Miyahara Young comes up with it. Over to Gray for the out. Cruz up to bat for the Vikings. Shallow fly ball. Keaau out there from second base for the out. Carvalho at the plate. Grace gets him for swinging for strike 3. Loose ball. Yamaguchi with the tag. Miyahara Young up for Kona. Hits one in between the third baseman and shortstop. Shortstop comes up with it, makes a good effort. Can't get there in time. Morris up to bat. Grounder to first. Carvalho goes to second. Kurokawa over to cover. Can't come up with the ball. Morris ends up safe at first. Kurokawa with the windup. Runner goes. No throw. Morrison safe. Torres Torioka at bat. Ground ball to the shortstop. Another close play. It's called out. Manzano up to bat for the Wildcats. Kurokawa gets a strikeout. Drew Keaau up to bat. Drives one to center field, keeping Morris busy out there. Kurokawa up to bat, trying to help his own cause. Drives the ball into right field. Ends up with a single. Higa Gonzalez at the plate. Squares the bunt. Yamaguchi goes to first. They get Kurokawa. Close play. They called him out. Higa Gonzalez, little dribbler to the second baseman. Thrown out at first. Retires the side. Keaau up to bat. Grounder to third. Carvalho at first for the out. Gray at the plate. Hits one up the middle. Off the glove of Kurokawa. Higa Gonzalez can't come up with it. Gray's safe at first. Grace up to bat. Gets the strike. Runner goes. There's the throw. Runner safe. Yamaguchi at the plate for the Wildcats. Drives one into shallow center. Drops. Drew Keaau comes up with it. goes home. Errant throw. Gray scores 1-0 Kona. Yamaguchi ends up at second. Chang up to bat. Gets struck out for the second time looking. Carter at the plate for Hilo. Ground ball to the shortstop. Nobody's covering second. Go to first for the out. Might notice the scoreboard reads 1-1. Only play of the game I missed right before this. Josui Ma'a driving in a run, picking up an RBI. Sorry, Makana. Here you have Carvalho grounding out to Gray at first for the force. Retires the side. 1-1. Miyahara Young up to bat. Fly ball into shallow right field. Banasan there for the out. Morris at the plate. Ground ball to Carvalho. He probably could have kept it himself, but he tosses the ball to Kurokawa for the out. Good practice. Manzano to bat for the Wildcats. A little blooper into right field's going to drop. Send the runner to third. Manzano safe at first. Keaau batting for the Wildcats. Grounder to short. Over to the second baseman for the force. Retires the side. Keaau up for the Vikings. Ground ball gets past the third baseman. Keaau in at first with a single. Kurokawa at the plate for the Vikings. Ground ball back to Grace. Grace goes to second. Throw is low, gets past the shortstop. Keaau goes to third. Kurokawa into second, safe. Banasan up to bat for the Vikings. Pops up. Shortstop for the out. Higa Gonzalez up to bat. Grounder to the shortstop. Keaau's coming home. Torres Torioka to Yamaguchi for the tag and the out. Higa Gonzalez ends up at second. Carter to bat. Fly ball to center field. Morris underneath it. That's at least 4 outs for Dom.
Yes, sir.
Gray at the plate for Kona. Will pop up into foul territory. Carvalho over for the out. Grace up to bat. Hits one into right field for a single. Yamaguchi at the plate. Grace on first. Runner goes. Throw doesn't get there in time. Grace in safe at second. With Grace on second, Yamaguchi's not bunting. Drives the ball up the middle. Brings home Grace. 2-1 Kona. RBI for Yamaguchi. Bring Rhino into pitch run for Yamaguchi. Gets caught in a rundown. Tagged out. Suzuki to bat for the Wildcats. Ground ball to shortstop. Throws errant. Suzuki in safe at first. Miyahara Young batting for Kona. Grounder to Carvalho. Steps on the bag. Retires the side. Josui Ma'a up to bat. Shallow fly, keeping Keaau busy out there. I think that's his third out. Similar plays. Cruz at the plate for the Vikings. Ground ball gets into left field. Cruz safe at first. Carvalho squares the bunt. Lays one down. Grace slips as he tries to field it. Throws errant. Sends the runner to third. Carvalho sees nobody's covering second, and he takes the bag. Keaau up for Hilo. Little popper. Keaau there. gets the out. Looks like Hilo has the squeeze on. Keaau squares to bunt, misses it, catches Cruz in a rundown. Yamaguchi with an errant throw. Cruz comes home. Carvalho ends up at second. With a score tied at 2, Keaau still at the plate. Shallow fly into center field. Morris is there for the out, retires the side. Morris at the plate. Chopper picked up by the second baseman, over to Carvalho, out at first. Torres Torioka at the plate. Fly ball to right field. Bonasan underneath it for the out. Bonasan batting for the Wildcats. Drives one past the second baseman for a single. Keaau. Deep fly to center field. Keaau gets underneath it for the out, retires the side. Torres Torioka on the mound in relief of Grace, pitching to Higa, pitch hitting for Hilo. Torres Torioka gets the strikeout. Higa Gonzalez for Hilo with another short pop behind the second baseman. This time it's Grace in for Keaau, getting the out. Keaau with a ground ball to the shortstop. Errant throw. Keaau turns, heads to second. Ends up safe. 2 outs, bottom of the 7th. He's the winning run. Carter up for the Vikings. Line drive to left field. Manzano there for the out. We go to extra innings. Gray at the plate for the Wildcats. Ground ball, gets past the shortstop. Gray's safe at first. Grace at the plate for Kona. Tries the ball into right field. Right fielder misplays it. Zane rounds third, heading home. Waving Grace to third. Zane scores. RBI for Grace, 3-2 Kona. Yamaguchi to bat for the Wildcats. Singles to center. Brings home Grace, 4-2 Kona. Suzuki up to bat. Fly ball to left. Looks like the player came up with the ball, but he ended up dropping it, so Yamaguchi held, ends up being forced out at second. Miyahara Young up to bat. Fly ball to center field. Drew Kell underneath it for the out. Morris up to bat with 2 outs. Ground ball gets past the first baseman into right field. Morris goes for second. They send Suzuki home. He scores, 5-2 Kona.